What's up, everybody? Shimo here, and today I will be just doing a random hand from my Spiral deck, just playing it out for you guys. Uh, and of course, videos like this for me are really just like a learning experience. Really, I just do my plays out loud, say what I'm thinking, say what I'm doing, and if you feel so inclined, you can tell me all the things I did wrong, which I'm sure is going to be a million different things. Um, but tell me what I did right too, and what you would have did differently, what cards you would play or not play, um, things like that. So I'm not going to do a deck profile first. I'm just going to shuffle the deck, cut the deck for you guys. I mean, obviously, if I'm like spitting out 3 quick fixes in a turn, you're gonna be like, well, that's against the ban list, buddy. So I'm not like playing a fast one or anything. I'm just doing a random hand, just a quick video, really. So I'm gonna. We're doing piles and then cutting it. So my extra deck, as you can probably tell, is a little high up because I think I have about 20 cards in there right now. There's just a bunch of Link 2s in there, really. As well as, the core Spiral stuff. The double helix. And that's because I was experimenting with what I liked most. There's also a couple just because all my extra deck cards are in those blue sleeves now. That's how I've organized it. So yeah, there's just a couple extra deck cards. And the reason I use this mat is it's just more clear this way. I know the player can get pretty awful at times here, but I just kind of got to deal with it just because it's more clear for me at being, because obviously I'm looking at this upside down. It's more clear for me. It's more clear for you. Oh, let's go deck here. And say we're going first. 5 cards. I don't have any hand traps in here either, just because they're all pretty much expensive. So I have to explain something. This Mech Knight Avram is actually, it's interesting. I opened up in my first turn a second Photon Thrasher. And basically, what Photon Thrasher is it's just a free summon, free material for your Link cards. It's basically like a cheap Junk Forward. This card's like 10 cents, Junk Forward's like $5. Junk Forward, of course, is more versatile because this guy can't be normal summoned. You have to special summon him when you control no monsters. So, shucks. He's not as good as Junk Forward. I mean, MX Saber Invoker's gone, but that's fine. But okay, let's play this here. So, we have to control no monsters for this guy, so let's just, I'll be using this extra monster zone. You'll see I'll have some spicy tech for you guys. So, I'll start by special summoning him there. Totally free, no cost to that. I do have a Spiral Resort in hand. I'll hold on to it for now. I have 1 for 1, so I'll activate 1 for 1 and get rid of my Photon Thrasher, which this definitely is. It's weird I don't have 3 Photon Thrashers, you know? So I think I know what I want to do here. So, you can probably guess which one I'm going for here. I'm going for a Spiral Gear Drone, just to know what my opponent is using. Wherever he is. And remember 1 for 1, so I special summon the level 1 card I wish to use. So we'll just keep on going from there. So Spiral Gear Drone, and so activate his effect. Let's just say it's a monster card for funsies. So sweet, I now know that. So let's activate Spiral Resort here, and Spiral Resort. So yeah, once per turn we add a Spiral card to hand. We'll do that. And since I know what the top of their deck is through Drone, I could just add a Spiral Super Agent. Remember, I still have normal summons, so add him to hand. You can probably see where this is going. I'll hold on to the normal summons for now. So, special summon Super Agent with his effect. Obviously, we're going to call it right because we know from Drone. So, there's Super Agent. Basically, stuff in hand is like sideways and the spell and traps on there. So, link these guys. Also, my quick fix is a proxy as well. I know this is a little awkward, but bear with me here. Okay. So, You know, I'm looking in the wrong spot. So, well, since I looked at my deck, let's shuffle it a little bit. I'm looking away, I swear. Okay. So we start with Double Helix here, and activate Double Helix's effect. Obviously, we're going to call it right. I mean, obviously. So, let's go for our quick fix here. So yeah, basically when you call this right, you get special summon or add to your hand one SPYRAL monster. Special summon to a zone he points to. You guys are going to laugh at me when you see what I have for a proxy for the quick fix here. Oh, he's actually at the top of my deck. Yeah, DD Lamia, that's my proxy for quick fix. Well, when he's normal special summoned, we add one gear. So let's add one gear. SPYRAL gear card, excuse me. I think pretty much all we have is a last resort and a big red. So probably gonna want big red here, just because he's basically like a monster reborn. So since we have two materials here, we could link this off to a Link 3 play. That'd be nice. So wait, what's his thing here? Oh yeah, basically with this guy, you can banish this and one other SPYRAL card in your graveyard. Add one SPYRAL Super Agent from graveyard to hand, which obviously I can't do right now. So a quick fix's effect to basically get itself. Geez, these words are failing me right now. To get itself back to the field is a little less steep. You know, let's look that up right now, just so I have it. Okay. It was SPYRAL gear. You can discard one card, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay. So yeah, again, way easier to bring this guy back out. So we have a big red in hand, so we could use this, but I could also just normal summon the tough. I mean, that's no biggie, really. Yeah, I probably won't regret it. So just do a big red. I'll do the columns correctly here. Bring out Super Agent. I could bring out Jerome, but like I already have the information I need through him, so don't need to worry about that. And so the reason why I did all three of these is to have a, where's he at here? Start our plays off here with a Skull Dread. So, oh, caught that. So since we have three materials, the Super Agent, the Quick Fix, and the Super Agent, we can go ahead and bring these guys to the grave. Oh, I do still have him. No, that's fine. And now he gains the effect. Once per turn, I can special summon a card from my hand. Again, it doesn't have to be where he points to. I remember I made that mistake once. Never again. Who's in grave now? Well, you know, I could have overlinked to draw one card. Maybe that would have been the superior play, but for now, things are looking okay. Well, you know, one thing I could have done... Well, I don't think I could have waited for the Yugioh. I could have not big redded earlier and just kept big red in hand, and then used Photon Thrasher instead of SPYRAL Super Agent to bring up Yugioh. With gear in hand, we could have the Double Helix. Now that's something I definitely could have done. I do still have Yugioh's effect though. Well, I can discard one card to bring back Quick Fix, bring out a gear, which would just be a SPYRAL Resort in this case here. So really, the end board I want, really, just from here, would be Yugioh there, and then a transcode here, so I could protect him and have him just gain 500 attack. That's just nice. And then maybe get something there and protect it with transcode. I do still have Photon on board. So this is a Link 3, by the way. In case you didn't know. The best way of going about this, huh? Hmm. Yeah, so I could use Drone's effect. So banish both this and the big red I used earlier. I misused, I should say. So if I banish these two, I can add a super agent to hand. And since I did not use my normal summon yet, I can activate Yugioh effect to special out the super agent and then normal summon out the tough. And now with these three, I can make my transcode. And I think that is not the best I could have done. I could have used the SPYRAL super agent with SPYRAL double helix in the grave with big red. That would have been superior. But I have a lot of power on this guy because he gains attack from Yugioh, and Yugioh gains attack from transcode, and he's going to protect Yugioh for next turn. That's nice. And since I have no cards in hand, I can't use who's its effect? Quick Fix's effect. So end phase, shuffle one monster from graveyard to the deck or destroy its cards. So I can keep this guy for next turn. So I mean, next turn would be a huge pop off. I mean, what I could do really is trim a lot of the fat from the main deck, put a bunch of hand traps or scapegoats in it, and just make it a going second deck. Because when SPYRAL has 6 cards to play with in terms of resources, they can just completely destroy their opponent. So that was my play. I had a very obvious misstep, in my opinion. I was really not banking too hard on the Photon Thrasher. I don't know why. It's because I think earlier I was playing Gokis, pretty much pure Gokis, not Nightmare Gokis. So basically what I was thinking was, okay, I need Goki cards, because if you don't know, all the Goki extra deck monsters just require Goki cards. It's no generic stuff. So shucks. Yeah, I was kind of in that mindset where I was like, well, I need to use SPYRAL monsters, right? So I think that's really where I went wrong there. I didn't use my Photon Thrasher properly. I mean, I explained at the beginning of the video. It's pretty much a free, what's it called? Sorry. A free link material, and I didn't utilize it properly like I should have. And then I could have brought back again the SPYRAL with a voice crack. I could have brought back Double Helix with a big red, and he's a link 2, so I probably could have made a better play with that. Then maybe I could have saved a card in hand to bring back the quick fix, and then bring back a last resort, and then make it a second helix, or just add it to the helix I already had. And well, you know, this is why I'm doing this series basically, because I'm not that great at this game, as you could probably tell. So you're probably pissed that I own a couple of these, couple of the more expensive cards. Probably pissed that I have them and not you, but that's the whole point of this. It's so that I can realize my own mistakes. You guys can point out my mistakes. We can have a discussion about the mistakes, how I can improve my deck, how I can improve my plays, things like that. That's really what it's all about. So, hey, thank you guys for watching.